We finally made it to Istanbul, the only city in the world to sit on 2 continents, Europe and Asia, and it was busy.
But he said hurry, the lines are very long.
We saw palaces and mosques, even stepping inside Istanbul's famous Blue Mosque. The food was larger than life.
I'm so excited about that.
And delicious.
It was bomb. I want this for my birthday this year.
We even tried our hand at the game of Turkish ice cream.
He really got me with that napkin in my mouth.
We shopped at one of Istanbul's many bazaars.
Hold on 1 minute, I have to go to the bank.
And just outside of said bazaar, we found some very cute pups.
Why are you good at communicating with your paws? Okay, so we've seen these so far everywhere. There's like these little always red street carts with these bagel looking things. They're called simit. It's bread baked in the oven and then dipped in molasses and then dipped in sesame seed. Oh, you want it with cream cheese? Hi, merhaba. One with the cream cheese.
Good?
Yeah, it tastes like a sesame bagel. It's not as fluffy as a bagel normally is. They're a lot thinner and they just slice them down the middle though, but I like it.
It's very good. Very fresh. It's like loaded with sesame seeds, so you get very nice sesame taste at the end. Yum. Good way to start the day. Not talking is actually a very good sign for Alicia. I mean, she's enjoying it.
First stop of the day is Topkapi Palace. This palace is from the 15th century. It's like a huge opulent palace that was used by sultans in the Ottoman Empire. It started being built in 1459, and it's supposed to be just like super grand and amazing. Just judging by the fact that there's all these amazing pieces outside, that the inside is even more amazing. But we don't know if we can go in.
It's not so much that we don't know if we can go in, we definitely can, but can we film? That's usually a no in places like this, but I'm just, out of curiosity, I'm gonna go ask. It says just girls this way, but I saw everybody go this way.
This is entry.
Oh, curious.
Yeah, they won't let us bring our microphones in, which is okay, but the audio might not be very good. This is so beautiful. It's just like this massive garden right on the water. And it's such a beautiful day, like with the fall colors on the trees. I want to be a sultan. They're so cute. Those are like very well-groomed horses.
I mean, they're in a palace. Kind of makes sense.
Okay, I changed my mind. I don't want to be the sultan, but I think I want to be a palace horse.
Okay. That's a drastic change in plans. And there's your view. Wow. Just like you said, right on the water. Stunning. So we thought there were 2 tickets, one to see the entire palace for like 30 USD and then a smaller section for 10 USD. But it turns out there's just the one to see the entire palace, and the second smaller one we think is just like an add-on. So if we had more time in today, we'd probably go, but since we're doing everything we can in a single day, we're gonna keep going. So the population of Turkey is 81 million, but in Istanbul it's 15 million, which is like 10 to 15% of the population of the entire country right in the city, which means it's always busy. And we've only been out on the weekday, so I can't even imagine what the weekend looks like. And the sidewalks are literally so crowded that right now we are walking on a tram line and we just have to get out of the way when they ring the bell at us to get out of the way, because there's literally nowhere else to walk.
Can we do 1 cream cheese and 1 chocolate?
We're getting 2 more. First of all, they're amazing. Second of all, we're hungry and we have like, I don't know, 2 more stops before lunch. So we need something to get us through that time.
Over 90% of the Turkish population is Sunni Muslim, which means there are a ton of mosques, especially here in Istanbul. We couldn't pass the Hagia Sophia without giving it its due diligence. This is a massive mosque that actually just reopened as a mosque in 2020. It was originally built as an Orthodox Greek church. It was turned into a Catholic church, and then it was turned into a mosque and then a museum, and now it is back to a mosque. It is a working mosque, and you can go inside, but we're going to the Blue Mosque. Starting to get my headscarf ready. Should be okay. I can always redo it. Okay, Nate just asked how long prayer time was. He just looked it up and it's like 30 to 60 minutes normally. I had no idea. But prayer time started at 12:55 and the man just said we have about 9 more minutes. But he said hurry, the lines are very long, so you should go now. So we're going to find the lines.
Kind of love that he said it after watching us walk for a minute. Like we clearly didn't understand the urgency with which he was telling us. So he's like, no, go. Like hit that gas and go. And that's what he's talking about. He was right. There's a huge line. I think it's time. I think they're letting us in, and I'm really glad that guy told us to come here and get in line because the line is wrapping around the entire mosque at this point.
Wow, it's beautiful in here. This is the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, but it's known as the Blue Mosque because of all the beautiful hand-painted Iznik tiles that are blue, and then the blue stained glass in all the windows.
So I've been kind of, I don't know like everything about this religion, but I was trying to like, kind of make sense of the delineation of things in here. So there's like up front, there's a prayer section, and you have to be Muslim. It looks like only men are in front, and then in the back there's a designated prayer section for women as well. And we're just in this like central area where all the tourists can come, but there's also still people praying here too.
I will say it is a lot easier for women to hit dress code in winter. Just wear jeans and a jacket.
Yeah, I've seen far fewer people stop for attire here than any mosque or religious monument or area that we've been to before.
You said you are very beautiful girl.
Oh, thank you so much. So are you. Oh, you're so cute. Bye. Oh, look at this baby.
You know I'm getting up?
Oh, back just hurts after a little bit. Wow, it's so beautiful inside here. We just recently learned what these towers are called on mosques. They're called minarets. This mosque in particular has 6 different minarets, which is the maximum amount that a mosque can have. There's only a few here in Istanbul that have 6. It's like the size of the mosque that dictates how many they have. But at the time when it was built, it was a little controversial because Mecca, the main mosque in the entire world, had 6. So they were like, we can't have the same as Mecca. We're not as big as Mecca. Now Mecca has 7, so it's okay. 6 is the max for everyone else. 7 is the max for Mecca.
I can't stress it enough. The people here in Turkey have been so kind to us. We're just standing out here taking pictures, and this guy came up to us and said, hey, you might want to try to get inside if you haven't already because it's about to close again. Like, he didn't have to do that. Like, that was just above and beyond kindness, and that is like everything we've seen here so far. It's very welcoming. It's very nice to see.
Huh, I lost Nate. I wonder where he is. I guess I should probably look for some animals in the area.
Massive animal lovers here, of course. The cats of Istanbul, they're everywhere and they're adorable and they're literally protected by the law, which is, honestly, it's amazing to hear. It's kind of shocking. I've never heard of that from any other country, really. They're strays and you see them at the restaurants. You'll see them laying on blankets in shops. But basically, you have to be kind to them, kind of let them run their own show, which cats are really good at. And if you can help take care of them in any way, you're supposed to do that too. So we've seen food and water sitting out on the side of the street, so kind of love it.
They're so cute though. Can I get kashalar pita and then the chicken shish kebab, please? Thank you. Cheers. Look at this thing. Can you see my face?
Yeah, I can see your face.
Here?
No, not anymore. Nope.
Bigger than my head. There's black and white sesame seeds on the top of that. I've never seen it before. So, carbs are like my favorite thing. I just love them. Especially bread. It's delicious. It's really thin. It's enormous piece, but it's not like super fluffy on the inside. It's mostly just air in here. Oh, you're potatoing it. Good job.
Potatoing it means doing something gradually or just having a little bit. All right, pickled flavors seem to be a recurring theme here in Istanbul, so.
Is it spicy?
I don't know what it is. Could be green beans, could be peppers, definitely some tomatoes, but pretty much a light pickled flavor. And I think he said spicy, but it's not spicy. But it's tasty. Adds a nice little dimension to the bread.
Chicken,
Oh, look at that.
Maybe that's spicy.
Thank you.
Good, thank you.
Growing up, my parents let us choose like what we would have at our like family birthday parties for our birthday. I remember for like 5 years in a row, I chose shish kebabs. Like I just loved kebabs, and my parents would make them. They would just like buy the skewers, soak them in the water, and like skewer up some chicken and beef and some veggies and barbecue them, and they were delicious. And then we came here and they're like, kebabs. And I'm like, I freaking love kebabs. And then we started ordering kebabs and it's not what I thought it was. Shish kebabs are what I thought they were. Regular kebabs, like doner kebabs, kebabs of other kinds. It's just different, it's just sliced meat. Still delicious, and it's still made on a skewer with like roasted, but it's like a really big like spit, and then they slice it off. So we got chicken shish kebabs today. A little nostalgia hit. The like fire crusty part, so good. This is like marinated in some sort of Turkish spices. I don't know the spices that they use here, so I'm sorry, but it's very good.
Spicy? He said be careful.
No, this is spicy. There's a jalapeno. Are you gonna eat all of that?
I don't know, he said be careful, so this is the version of cruise shipping it, where you overdo it and go reasonably beyond your limits and then some. So he said be careful, this is very spicy, so give it a shot. I ate all the seeds hoping it'd be spicy.
Is that?
Not yet. I like it. Tastes good. Tastes like a very nicely grilled pepper. I think they just see me and they, hey, where are you from? We say, we're from the US. They're like, it's gonna be spicy for you. But I have a slightly bigger tolerance these days. All right, so it's a Turkish pita, and it definitely looks like it's in a wood-fired grill based on all the char marks in and around the crust, which big fan of. And the cheese is just kind of like oozing out of it. I can literally smell the cheese. So much cheesy goodness in that. And the crust is nice and crispy on the outside, and it's just like a little underdone and doughy underneath the cheese. I love this food right now.
There's like such a good amount of cheese on this, but it's not like too much. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Very happy, very full. And then out of nowhere, this wonderful cup of tea and baklava just showed up. We didn't even order it.
Our first Turkish tea in a little Turkish glass. That's good. Wow.
I'm so excited about that. It looks divine.
This one has pistachio on top. It's good. I've had baklava before. I did not like it. This is delicious. It's like a flaky pastry with that nice nutty flavor, and then that syrup. It's like date syrup almost. Oh my God, I love this. So I'm gonna finish your baklava, is that okay?
Absolutely not. No, absolutely no. Oh, baby. Thank you. Woof, woof. Hello. Oh, are you tired? Now, dogs, on the other hand, I don't know if they're protected by law, but everybody here is like really, really kind to them. Like they don't mind them being around, they give them head scratches, belly rubs. So they're just as welcome as the cats. I just don't know if they have like that layer of law protection, which they don't seem to need it. But there's some big dogs here too, by the way. It almost seems like they're preparing for winter and they're kind of like bulking up like bears do for hibernation.
Walking around Istanbul, it's like going up and down all these hills because it actually is the city of 7 hills, which is also the name of Rome. They did that on purpose. They found this exact spot when they were making this the capital of some empire at some point in history because it was like Rome with the 7 hills. They're like, see, we don't need you, Rome. We got our own Rome. We got Constantinople. Used to be Istanbul.
Oh, here we are. Okay, we're gonna try to get ice cream, but it's kind of a different definition of try.
Hello, caramel, please.
What is your name?
Alicia.
Alicia.
Yeah.
Alicia. Alicia. Take that.
I'm not very good at these.
Oh
my gosh. Oh gosh. That was good. I'm scared. I don't want to.
Pistachio, lemon, strawberry, vanilla. Pistachio. Mama I don't trust. I do trust.
You're not buying the ice cream though. You're buying the show.
You do a good job. He really got me with that napkin in my mouth thing.
That was hilarious.
How did they get that reputation? Just being like, Turkey's where you get the crazy Turkish ice cream guys.
I have no idea.
Like tricks on you with cones.
It's interesting because you don't know when it's gonna end. Like you don't know when you actually get to take your ice cream or not. Aw, puppy. Hi, baby. Yours is good?
Yeah, it's like a caramel with pecans in it, which is like my favorite.
Feels like that rolled ice cream we got in Thailand. What is it?
How?
You open it?
Uh-huh.
Eat inside?
Okay. Thank you. Oh, it's so warm.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, this nice lady just gave us hazelnuts. We keep seeing it all over town, actually. I've been kind of wanting to try them, but I just didn't know how.
Oh my god. That is so good. Wow. You can definitely taste the smokiness from the fire. Very tasty.
I can't believe we've never tried these.
You want to go pet that scruffy dog?
Yeah, I do. Thank you. Bye. Hi, puppy dog. Hi, you're so sweet. Oh, you want a scratchy scratch? Do you want a scratchy? Why are you good at communicating with your paws? That's adorable.
She's like, I'm pretty clear in my communication.
Okay, so what's this dog's name? We need to name it. Should we call it Nala from The Lion King?
Nala? Sure.
This is Nala. So cute. She really just wants to be pet, and I think she just really wants to be groomed because her hair is like all matted. And I'm just brushing her with my hand, and this is all that's come off. And look at my hand.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you need a little bath, huh?
Look at all that though. That's literally just from this.
Bye-bye. See you later. You're very sweet. No, your nails. It looks like someone did your nails, but on the wrong side.
Okay, this is the Egyptian bazaar or the spice bazaar because there's not just one bazaar in Istanbul, there's a ton. We already found one on accident earlier today. But this is an indoor market that's been around since like 1500s and it's so pretty in here. They actually have like names above each stall, which is kind of cool. You can actually find a certain person you're looking for. It smells so good in here too. Can you think of anything you want pickled? Hurry.
No.
They have it. Onions, beets, peppers, pickles, olives. Carrots, tomatoes.
I'm honestly really surprised this place closes at 7:30 because it's already 6 o'clock and it's still super busy. Also, they have like everything. I mean, soaps, spices, candy, jewelry, watches, pottery, lots of tea sets. The all-important dog pillows. Evil Eyes, luggage. You know what that luggage is for? That luggage is for all the stuff you buy here. It's not because you need new luggage until you come here. Then you buy all this stuff and then you need new luggage. That's what I mean when I say they're literally allowed everywhere. That's so cute.
Oh, no thank you.
Where are you from? Canada?
America. California. Really? All right. Got a couple good ones there. It was, all three of them were different tactics too. We got the, where are you from? Oh, I'm from there. He did know like a very specific city in California, so he might actually be from there. We got, let me point you where to walk. And we got, do you want to save some money by spending money with me?
All fantastic tactics. I appreciate them. Uh-oh. Oh no, what happened?
Oh no. Honestly, stuff's kind of expensive here.
At this bazaar or in general in Turkey?
On the European side, it's a little more expensive. It's like you're in Europe. Surprise, surprise.
But it is a good point. It is true. We spent time on both the Asian side and the European side, and really everything on the European side feels so much more expensive. Not to say there's not expensive things on the Asian side, but just by and large, things are more expensive on the European side, which I guess kind of goes with the name. I really like the conviction with which you like. Whew.
All right, I'm gonna get this one, please. Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't know if I have enough money. Hold on 1 minute. I have to go to the bank. Flash.
Can you focus for a second?
I had to swallow the bread.
You're eating, you're drinking beer outside.
I love my job.
It's 0 o'clock right now.
It's 6 o'clock.
Alicia's spirit animal is a cat.
That was good.
Good. say?
There was 2 beers in there. They like took someone's beer from their backpack. And I was like, oh, we'll take the beers too. He's like, yeah.
How about a big no?
Well, he was like, oh, did I grab the wrong thing? I'm like, looking at it. He's like, oh, that's right. I was just kidding.